Yeah, welcome again to another edition of YAAD VIBEZ, most interactive YouTube channel in the diaspora. Yeah, big up yourself again. Once again, this is YAAD VIBEZ, the people's channel where YAAD is supporting YAADis and we deal with common sense, facts over feelings. So yeah, today we want, this is like what, the 4-5 life plan, Melissa. So today we just want to check out what's the new update. We hear the debt toll rise and all type of something. So without even saying too much, let's get into it. So the updates and whatnot. And feel free to get in the live, or if you're watching the replay, make sure you get in that comment section. Share the information. Alright, let's see what I'm going. Whereas I go local, so we'll start international today, then we're going local news.
Downgraded today to a Category 1, but still dangerous storm. Struck today, he got a look at the damage. Lonnie, to make landfall on the island. Jason Allen was there when it struck. Today, he got a look at the damage. Lonnie Quinn is tracking Melissa as it heads now for the Bahamas. But we begin with Jason in Santa Cruz, Jamaica. Jason.
Maurice, and the main road that goes through Santa Cruz is just one lane of thick mud tonight. This was where a wall of water rushed down out of the mountains. It went right around homes and businesses. It picked up debris as it went, and it just went right through everything in its path.
My gosh, this was a destruction.
First Light in Jamaica brought the first clear view of the devastation. Melissa made landfall yesterday as a Category 5 hurricane with winds up to 185 miles per hour. The monster storm stripped buildings to the studs and covered roads in mud. We traveled from Jamaica's capital city to the town of Santa Cruz. The 3-hour drive took us over rocks and debris, around fallen power lines, and at times off-road.
It's very unlikely that we'll be able to resume school in any shape or form.
At St. Elizabeth Technical High School, Principal Keith Wellington showed us where the wind blew the walls off classrooms.
The students and teachers at this high school, they sheltered in one of the concrete buildings on campus, but this is one of their classrooms. The roof ripped off in the winds, and the walls, they are all piled on top of the desks and chairs where they would have been sitting on a normal day.
We definitely will have to find a way to ensure that everyone is not totally displaced.
Tonight, more than 25,000 people are in shelters, and nearly 80% of the island nation is without power. Met local politician Delroy Slowly as the town's one.
Man, this place look there. It's like a total wreckage happened.
Working front end loader pushed mud off the one major roadway connecting his community to hard-hit Black River.
In all of it, we still have to give God thanks for. It could have been worse.
You said that when you walked up. How could this have been worse?
Lives, many lives could have been lost.
The damage was overwhelming. The St. John Parish Anglican Church was built roughly 200 years ago. Today, the only thing left standing is the steeple.
The top priorities here are getting communications working again and getting these roads cleared. We're told there are patients in a hospital to the east. They want to move in that direction, but the roads have got to be clear for them to do that.
Long, difficult road ahead. Jason Allen in Santa Cruz, Jamaica, thank you so much. Now to Lonnie Quinn with the latest on where Melissa is right now. Lonnie.
Right now in the central Bahamas. Let's get straight to the latest numbers from the National Hurricane Center. 90-mile-per-hour winds, so it's a Category 1. Works in New York and Boston tomorrow with some pretty.
What a destruction, eh? Man.
An urgent search and recovery mission now underway in Jamaica after Hurricane Melissa slammed into the island.
Whole house cover up. Yeah, if you're hard to watch him video, I tell you, I couldn't even watch it whole night last night.
Scope and size of the devastation laid bare. Prime Minister Andrew Holness declaring the entire country a disaster area. Some towns completely cut off. St. Elizabeth Parish taking a direct hit from the historic hurricane.
Yesterday was horrible, horrific, terrifying, the worst day of my entire life, the worst experience of my entire life.
We saw treacherous conditions firsthand while traveling across the island. Roads washed away, vehicles buried in rubble.
The town of Santa Cruz is completely devastated. A wall of water and
Blood
rock
cleared.
came from the mountains right through the center of town, destroying everything. Getting back to normal will take months.
Yo, road digging at all.
Most of the island without power. Tourists like Alexis and Taviana forced to ride out the storm, doing whatever they can to get home.
At this point, we don't even mind if we go anywhere in the U.S. We just want to get a flight off the island.
But that may be harder than expected, given airports also sustaining damage. Water rushing into the Sangster International Airport, alarms blaring.
Now, there is some good news here on the horizon. Airports all around Jamaica are beginning to open up, which means that much needed aid is starting to fly in, while those stranded tourists will soon be able to get out.
I know they want to get out. All right. Ike, thank you.
Man.
The rare storm in history. This is history for Jamaica.
You climbed up during the hurricane onto your roof to nail it down so it wouldn't blow away.
Yes, so it wouldn't blow away. It's a pain in everybody's ass in Jamaica.
We have a problem. Even a day after landfall for Hurricane Melissa here in Jamaica, most of the world doesn't understand just how bad this hurricane was, because that part of the island where the hurricane made landfall is still inaccessible. We've been trying for over 12 hours to reach the coast, but this road is blocked. The only highway in and out, blocked by trees, blocked by power lines. The only real images that people have seen are from the eastern part of the island, where the winds weren't nearly as fierce and the rain didn't come down nearly as hard. What people have seen are fake AI videos and pictures.
Why people have to do them bullshit there with them fake AI in a situation like this? Why?
That's what's being shared on social media, because there is no ground truth over here. There's no electricity, there's no internet, there's no cell phone service. So people are making things up. And that's why we're here, to show you the reality and what we've seen so
Thank you, Jonathan Petramala.
far is as bad as we feared.
The worst hurricane for I born. Worst one. So it's kind of wettish.
Yeah.
Setting wet up. On TV.
How high was the water
Water was high like this.
Okay.
So we have to go.
So it came rushing.
Rush in. Come in. Damage everything inside here.
Yeah.
See?
And did it rush outside?
Rush outside. And then come through here so too, because I have to open the door.
Yeah.
And they come through. All the mattress here wet up.
How did you stand on your mattress?
No,
or what did you guys do?
What we do we take up the mattress, so and crack up.
Yeah.
You have to crack up, what we going to do? We can't do nothing. Nothing at all we can do.
I mean, you had to be just
And some of
absolutely.
we sit down like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you can survive.
So you can tell, I mean, these people don't have much, but what they did have, it's gone. Everything from their
Damn, your life just turned upside down overnight, eh?
clothes, the electronics, even their Bible is wet and ruined. How do you recover from nothing like this? With what resources? This is why it's so important for resources to get here as quickly as possible, help, aid from the outside. You know that they've worked so hard and scraped together everything they can just to have a home here, to have what they had before. And then it's just taken away like that. They definitely need help. Do you have drinking water or anything like that?
No, I no drinking water.
Okay.
Because I want drum with the drinking water on top and the breeze gone with it.
And so all the food, everything.
I no food, the food done. So as long as time I come, everybody food. And then says time I come, you look money done.
Yeah.
No, no, man. Yeah, right now we not hear nothing. Nothing at all we not have. Nothing. Water run through. We try to save, but we can't save over, we can't save. Because if we save.
Look what they did.
Yeah, right now we not hear nothing. Nothing at all we not have. Nothing. Water run through. We try to save, but we can't save over, we can't save. Because if we save.
Goat drowned.
And drone.
Another goat drowned. How important are these animals for you?
Oh, important.
These animals. This is how you eat, right?
Yeah, I see one more over there, so.
3. I see 3.
I see one more there, so.
4.
Not some kind of bush.
Yeah. The faster it gets open, the more help gets in quickly, and at least water, at the very least, right?
Right. No power, no light. Yeah, traffic.
It's just absolute.
You can go watch a video up on the full channel if you want to watch a full video.
Chaos. So you have a front end loader trying to work. You got guys trying to like direct traffic here because you have 2 lanes of traffic. One coming in through this parking lot down to try to get through. This is the only main highway to get through Santa Cruz here.
So all these things wash, all these are debris, you know.
So just
all these are debris are packed up here.
All of it pushed in?
Yes, pushed in, yes.
And so it was from this gully right here, right?
Right, yes. Yeah, it passed under the road. But apparently it becomes too full. So it couldn't get the pass fast enough, so it break up the...
What was worse about this storm? Was it the rain or the wind?
Both, you know, because well, I am 72 years old, and this is the roughest time I've ever seen. Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, this one.
What made it the worst for you, 72 years old?
Because the wind, it had more wind. More wind, yes. I think...
This is from Jonathan Tremala YouTube channel. Insightful, different perspective from corporate media.
Ivan had more rain, but this one was a lot of wind, stronger wind. Yeah.
I've spent my life telling the stories of others, the survivors of floods, hurricanes, disasters. But I barely know my own actually meet. And so clearly what happened is the water gets blocked here and it just starts rising and it's raging in and all the debris comes down and this is the relaxation.
Which channel is
YouTube.
YouTube?
Yeah, man.
Ah, YouTube.
Good to meet you.
All right, yeah.
Do you live here?
Yeah, I live
What
here.
was it like last night?
It was very terrifying. It was very terrifying. It was a terrifying moment right through. You know, I live up the road, Jerusalem, and listen, I was looking through the window and it's so terrifying. Me have to go on my roof in the storm in a raincoat with my hammer and nail on my roof to save it.
So you had to you climbed up during the hurricane onto your roof to nail it down so it wouldn't blow away.
Yes, so it wouldn't blow away. And I see other people resident in my area, and I see other staff, church, everything. So there was a team of us.
That was very dangerous. Imagine one of them zinc they come up and slice you. Shit is like a razor blade that slice you.
Out there trying to help other people also, because we've been through this before and this is a similar situation.
I was talking to a guy, he's just right over here, Nathan, 72 years old. He says this is the worst.
Yeah, he lives in my area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he says it's the worst one.
Yes, because I've lived close by him before and it was a similar situation. We have to go on the roof and help other people.
So what about this storm was the worst in your opinion? Was it the wind or was it the rain?
The wind. The wind. The wind. I could see the wind go and pick up speed, and it was blowing east-west. East-west. It was going east-west. It was going this direction. East-west. Yeah. Right through. For like 4 to 5 hours. I stand on.
Crazy.
Seeing the worst of what Hurricane Melissa has brought to Jamaica.
Tonight's topic is Melissa, Hurricane Melissa aftermath. This is like part 3.
It's the only highway to reach where Hurricane Melissa made landfall. And now there's a small army of people trying to clear the trees that are blocking the way to get to the survivors. Even men with one legs are operating chainsaws to try and get these
I kill it, one easy.
trees out of the way as quickly as possible. We have not seen the worst of what Hurricane Melissa has brought to Jamaica yet because there's just no cell phone service, there's no internet there, there's no power. And so we haven't been able to get a glimpse through this wicked terrain, the mountains, the forests, of what this storm did. And that's why we really want to show what has happened so aid and help and volunteers can get here as quickly as possible. It's also a race against time to show the world what has happened here.
Yeah, cause people who get stuck, you have to get to them fast, cause if them not no food, medicine, old people, man, me think that would rise even more crazy.
While the attention is still on Hurricane Melissa, so aid can come in from around the world to the people who need it most here.
Terrible. First we've experienced this type of storm, you know? First. Enough damage to do already still.
Where do you live?
Back in St. Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Further back up.
Well, are you trying to reach friends, family?
No, we have some bees out there. So we're going to go look on them, you know?
Make sure that your bees are okay?
Okay.
How do you feel about it?
Nervous. Nervous, honestly. But we get in there otherwise, you know?
Closer to the storm, more roofs gone, more lines down, and no communication. Sometimes the silence is the hardest thing to survive.
We haven't been able to communicate. That's the big thing. Communication is a problem.
Yeah, I mean, when it goes out,
yeah, I don't know how long it's going to be for, though. That's the thing. The quicker the communication, the better. Even if you don't have electricity, communication would be easy, be much better.
What would you tell the outside about this? Because here's why I'm asking. Because there's no communication, I don't think people understand how bad it is down there.
Yeah. I think people overseas are more, our family over there was more worried about us than people here. It's just that it's not knowing. That's the big thing for them. I just wanted to let them know that we're all right, you know, and everybody's alive.
And remember, please go support the sponsors that support.
Everybody wrecked. Everything inside is wet. Even my mom, I'm so sorry for her. I don't know how she's gonna manage right now, you know, with me only right now for her. So I went down there and tried to help her fix some stuff. All her neighbors, everybody wrecked. I haven't ate anything all morning, the way how I'm concerned. And I'm going all the way back up. Because I've been up this morning from 6 walking. And I stay by my mom sometime. And now I'm going back. And I left out like what, 11:30. When I was walking out, well, I came out the lane and it was 11:30. I'm like, all right, let me see how.
YAAD VIBEZ says, welcome and join the chat.
Yeah, that's crazy. Man, I hope more people would have to take this hurricane so much serious. It's unbelievable.
And you know, it's an hour since I'm walking.
So over 3 hours to walk to mom, but anything's worth it for mom, huh?
Exactly. I just went there to make sure she's all right and tell her that tomorrow I'm gonna have to come back and I'm gonna see if I can get some nails and all of that, some zinc nail. Because she pick up some of the zinc, but they don't even make no sense. They won't be, you know.
Yeah.
They don't have any use anymore.
It had to be a big relief though that she was okay.
Yes, that's the only reason why I walk, because I know based on the wind, I know her roof wouldn't be safe. She got to run to her neighbor house. Luckily, her neighbor have a deck house. So right now, everything in our house is all
concrete roof. Okay.
wrecked.
Unfortunately, we couldn't make it all the way to the coast. Too many trees, too many power lines, too much flooding, not enough resources.
That mean if them can't get to a certain place, that mean people are trapped in a certain place. Crazy.
So we had to turn around. Still so much to see, so much to report on, and I hope we're able to. But I hope this video recovery of the reality of Hurricane Melissa.
All right, man, we'll see what else we can find. I want to get different perspective from the corporate media, so we see no underground independent media mixing. Then we go to local Jamaican news to see what they're saying. We want to compare what the aid there, with this there, where government are doing all of that. What the updates. Damn. Everything mud out.
All right.
Still happy with us, my papa.
When the water rise and me realize, well, either get serious, me try and make me escape.
The man, the whole community, mother. This is Montego Bay.
Well, for man, I don't bite anything yet. I don't eat anything yet, so.
Papa, you have to eat, you pass out because he's a man of a certain age.
I just want to get things come back to normal.
Yeah, you only get this slow. Alright, let's see what TVJ I say.
And destruction caused by Hurricane Melissa. Of course, you can share comments online, Facebook. I think implement the
has been landing in front of my home.
So far, the government says assessments are ongoing and there are fears that the number could rise as rescue teams reach more communities. Information Minister Dr.
Big up yourself if you happen to pass through wherever you are. Hope you've been safe and you hear from your people. Hit the live, get more people in the chat if you can. And hope you're enjoying it. Feel free to talk and communicate.
Dana Mars Dixon provided an update earlier today.
The confirmed death toll from Hurricane Melissa is now at 19. 8 bodies have been recovered in St. Elizabeth. 2
Damn, 19 too much.
in St. James, including a child, and 9 in Westmoreland. The search and rescue teams are still out there, and as I have any other numbers, I will let you know. I know this is not numbers you want to hear, but we are doing our best to get to everyone in the affected communities.
Now in Westmoreland, residents in White House are appealing for urgent help. Yannick Williams has the details.
A life uprooted. Russell Ty says he's left traumatized after Hurricane Melissa ripped through White House in Westmoreland. It's one of the areas hardest hit by Hurricane Melissa in Westmoreland Eastern.
We have no electricity, we have no water, power lines are down. We have no way to communicate. The only reason you're able to communicate with me is because I have a Starlink, and I'm one of the only people on the scheme here who has a Starlink. So people have been having to come to me to connect, to charge. The gas station is destroyed. We can't get any gas from the gas station. The police station is destroyed. The police are having to sleep outside on mattresses.
The community is not accessible as trees and other debris have blocked all major thoroughfares. He says Melissa's strong winds blew away houses, broke concrete, and flipped containers and vehicles.
There's no other way to describe this. I've never seen anything like this. This is what we see when we experience on news what other people have experienced when getting a hard hurricane. I've never seen this level of destruction, that there are no trees left. You cannot look in a direction and see green on a tree.
Mr. Tai believes the parish needs urgent attention and is disappointed by the recovery response so far.
I would say to Mr. Andrew Holness, instead of flying above us here in White House, I'm sure that he can land on the cricket strip that he has landed on before, or other persons have landed on. The JDF helicopter has been landing in front of my house many different times before. They can send help. We need help. We need gas, we need water, we need food, we need as much help as we can get.
He says any help would be accepted at this time. Yannick Williams, TVJ News.
Now a Clarendon man is dead, leaving his family and friends in shock. The man drowned in the parish on Tuesday night. But as you'll hear in this report from Dwayne Anderson, while he died during the hurricane, it's unlikely his demise will be listed among the growing death toll from Hurricane Melissa.
The police say 63-year-old Winston Kelly's death is being investigated as a case of death by misadventure. According to reports, Mr. Kelly was last
What's death by misadventure mean?
seen alive drinking alcoholic beverages at 8:30 p.m. on Tuesday. Around the same time, Melissa was battering Clarendon and by extension, the rest of the country. Hours later on Wednesday, Mr. Kelly's body was fished from the river in Tollgate. His body had no sign of injury, suggesting he met a violent death. It is theorized he drowned after he fell into a gully and was washed away by the flood waters that flowed to the river.
To be true, that hours in this storm there, we still wonder where he come from or where he go that. You understand? But we don't know.
Probably thinking your house never safe and they left.
His friends are devastated.
He is a good community person. You know? He's there for any and everybody. No matter the affliction with you and him.
I would say a close associate of mine from years gone by. From the first time I started to represent in politics, Popsy has always been a close supporter. It's unfortunate what took place.
Interestingly, one of Mr. Kelly's most recent pictures was taken at what appeared to be one of his favorite bars. Those who knew him says he liked to have the occasional drink, and they would not be surprised if this had a part in his demise.
As he was in
Oh, he probably drunk, what am I say?
the hospital more than 1-2 times, more than, I think about 3 times. And every time he went there, I'm the person who visit him. And that is the same thing. So most likely I thought is the drinking and might be make a misstep.
Councillor Anthony Davis of the Yorktown Division, in the meantime, says the area around the gully in which Mr. Kelly fell needed some debushing.
A number of persons got flooded out because of it, and it needs to be clean. So hopefully we can address some of the...
Alright, I'll go up in the news some more.
The right knife. A chef's knife is high in prevents battering by Hurricane Melissa. Keith Wellington is the principal.
The education sector. We visited the St. Elizabeth Technical High School STETS in St. Elizabeth today.
What was once a place of learning now looks like a scene of destruction. Roofs peeled away, classrooms flooded, walls caved in, and windows completely shattered. The St. Elizabeth Technical High School STETS got a battering by Hurricane Melissa. Keith Wellington is the principal.
We are devastated. We have suffered immense damage. And the more the hours go by and you take a closer look at what has transpired, the more significant the damage seems to be.
Mr. Wellington says the road to recovery will be a long one, as it may take several months before the school returns to some level of normalcy.
Even if we have all the resources that we need available, will take months, literally months, maybe 8 months, if we have all the resources available. We know that that is not the case. We do not have all the resources that are required. We are hoping that we will eventually be able to get as much support to garner all the resources, but that is also going to take time. So I would think that it is going to be anywhere between 8 to 12 months before we are back to normality.
Cottages that once housed students and staff are now left exposed.
We have at least 6 cottages that have been suffered damage. 4 of them, their entire roofs would have gone. From a school classroom perspective, we have one building that holds 9 classrooms, where that roof is gone its entirety. The grade 7 block that has 6 grade 7 classrooms that has been damaged. Our playfield grandstand, that entire roof has gone as well. We have damage to our fencing, both concrete walls, broiler tube or metal fencing, chain link fencing, significant damages right around. And obviously with the roofs being removed, we would also have suffered water damage. And that water damage would also mean that we have electrical damage. So it's really, really significant damage that we have suffered.
The principal says as the damage is being assessed, the price tag just keeps getting bigger. But a plan will be curated to accommodate the 1,700 students as best as possible.
So initially, when I had a first look, I thought that this would be probably easily over $100 million to $150 million. But as we take a closer look, you look at furniture that has been damaged and so on, you're really looking at much more than that. We'll try and get students. We actually went through this with COVID, where we had students coming in maybe 3 days per week or 4 or 5 days over a 2 weeks period. So we look at that, we revisit what we did in COVID, And obviously we have to prioritize the students who are at the exit level, and that's grade 11 and 6 form students. So we'll find a way to make sure that they are able to manage.
Aliyah Bryant, TVJ News.
We go to our primetime news exclusive now. We bring you the chilling story of how a family from Fullerswood, St. Elizabeth, escaped in chest-high water hurricane. As Melissa ravaged their home, the family not only lost everything, but they were pounced upon by masked robbers last night. Kalisha Williams has our story.
Me did come back alive because when my son come for work and see me have dead in the house, he flew to the hospital with me.
So as you can hear, Miss Gaude's story is just one of many we've been hearing throughout St. Elizabeth. We're actually trying to get to Black River right now, but the road is still impassable. Miss Gaude.
Why they tell no lie then for they are hard to watch.
I don't even know what to say right now because I can just imagine.
God.
Talk to me about.
Sometimes Miss God knows. Sometimes you know, the man said me, man, you know, sometimes you know, so you feel like it's time, so I don't scare me. I don't know. God,
oh my
no.
gosh.
I feel fed up, man. God, no, I feel fed up.
I'm happy you're here with us.
Watch, oh God, thank you, please.
I'm so happy I did so, and I spoke with you.
Maybe I you come to save my life. Thank you, please.
Now in Manchester, we'll take a break now. We'll be right back.
It is your chance.
Only to see from the other
corners, the pre-existing conditions of some roadways making transport a lot worse. It's a team effort to clear a roadway in Spurtree, not for themselves, but for motorists.
Spurtree block up too. Aki tree there.
And while his neighbors battled rain, this man battled a fire.
I was fast asleep when my wife wake me that she sensing smoke, and I said how, and she went outside only to see from the other apartment fire. That's when I got up and went there and started to out the fire. When we couldn't get anywhere, we waited until the firefighters came and outed the fire.
This man ran as floodwaters chased him. The only thing he could save was his cow. If you could describe the damage with one word, what is that word?
It can't describe. The damage can't describe. You be a boat, man, and run for the cow and cow go up there, so, man, master, boy, I tell you, the first part of the rain, me down here the first part. You see the second part, me come, me that down, but me couldn't make it, man. And me that down here, man, me that down. Yeah, look at them house, be a mud over the whole place, man. Oh, God, man, me need help, man, me need help.
Romarda Lyons, TVJ News.
Residents of Zion in Trelawney were dealt a double blow after Hurricane Melissa flattened their homes and the shelter they turned
These videos are hard to watch.
to for safety started leaking. Kimon White was in Trelawney yesterday and now reports.
What was meant to be a place of refuge quickly turned into chaos for Coral Spence after the roof of the Holland High School shelter began leaking during the passage of Hurricane Melissa. She said she and others had no choice but to keep moving from one classroom to another, trying to escape the leakage.
Everybody did a wet up in there, so we did have to leave and come to another classroom, which the same thing happened. So we have to leave from that classroom now and come to another classroom, which worse. Yeah.
What was it? How badly was the leaking?
It bad, because we have to join benches together, chairs together, to put the pit in them to sleep on.
Ceiling materials soaked and falling onto the floor, water pooling in classrooms and drenched desks and chairs, all a clear sign of the conditions they were exposed to Tuesday night. Another resident, Kamika Plummer, said she had to get creative just to make her children a bit more comfortable.
The ceilings were falling down. I don't know what they use in the top of the ceilings, but those cannot hold water. So as the water go on it, them soak and it just come down in the school. And over there is a very big mess over there. Even though the roofing didn't come off, but they were leaking, like rain was literally falling inside of the building.
So you were over there all night with that going on?
Yes, ma'am. So we got a tarpaulin and tie to make a second ceiling.
Florence Williams, the shelter manager, said things were manageable at first, but conditions worsened as the storm intensified.
It was okay until the storm started. So when the storm started now, then the breeze started coming in and they have to start moving from classroom to classroom. As you see, the condition of them stay right now. So it's a shelter, but maybe it's the magnitude of the storm that caused all this. When Beryl came last year, it's the center we used and it wasn't that bad.
And after the hurricane, community members returned to a devastating scene. Homes damaged and many who lived in board houses are now homeless.
I saw my neighbor house, my house, my zinc them fly off, everything. It was a disaster. We don't know where to start from just now.
I saw damage. I saw a lot of people crying and but I didn't feel that way. I'm not going to lie to you, I never feel that way. Because I have life.
Miss Williams told Radio Jamaica News on Wednesday that they are still waiting for help to arrive.
Food to the poor did contact us and ODPEM, but through this time now and the cut off of the internet, we don't get no contact with them, so we're just sitting here waiting.
Cameron White, TVJ News.
We now go back to Westmoreland now, where funeral homes are facing challenges, unable to access the bodies of individuals who died during Hurricane Melissa. Kimberly Petty has our story.
The scenes from the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa have left persons emotional, but what residents say is more traumatizing is passing the corpse of persons that died along the roadway simply because there is no means of getting it to the morgue. TVJ News spoke to this resident from Amity in the parish.
I mean, it's very sad. It's very sad. I'd expect.
Same thing with that so early. If people them can't get the road for terror, get into people, that means there's people stuck.
That I would have seen a better response from the government overall. I literally haven't seen 2 police cars since, and I've driven from Amity to Savlamar, to George's Plain, to Burn Savannah, and you're not seeing anyone there.
To be fair, maybe the police car them flood out too. Who knows?
There's no help. It's just the community helping the community.
The distraught resident said he would have passed some police stations that were intact.
I'm not sure. I just saw a JDF helicopter flying over Froome. So I'm not sure if that is going to land somewhere. That was like an hour ago. That's the first sign of some sort of response that I've seen. Apart from that is the residents that are trying to clear the roads because majority of the roads are blocked by light posts.
If you were to describe in 2 words, what has happened in Westmoreland, what would those words be?
Catastrophic and chaos.
We also caught up with Member of Parliament for Eastern Westmoreland, Dr. Dayton Campbell.
Yeah, from our check so far today, the death toll has risen to 10. We have the 2 in Lennox Bigwoods, 1 in Hollyhill, 1 in Lower Darliston, 2 in Seaford Town, 1 in Hilltop area of Seaford, and 1 in Seaford Town proper. And then we have 2 in Gordon in White House, 1 in Farm, and 1 in Petersville.
Dr. Campbell said he is hoping that the JDF aircraft will remove the bodies Thursday. TVJ News is getting reports of more deaths from residents that are not among the 10 mentioned by Dr. Campbell. Kimberly Petty for TVJ News.
Commercial flights resumed out of the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston today. As Jamila Maitland explains, some travelers were left disappointed after their flights were cancelled.
Hopeful travelers flocked the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston on Thursday to finally go home.
But I had a flight today at 5, but they canceled it, so they rebooked it for tomorrow.
A director at PACL that operates the NMIA, Nicole Berger, says the facility has been opened since 7 a.m. for humanitarian aid and commercial flights.
We have a number of passengers who are here who are uncertain as to whether they have a flight, who have come trying to get a flight, trying to rebook, trying to reschedule. I've spoken to a couple of passengers today who came in from Montego Bay, unable to get internet access to try and rebook from there.
Now, the mood here at the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston is one of relief, exhaustion and frustration for those who were able to book their flights today. Unfortunately, not everyone was so lucky. They will simply have to return on Friday.
We came here a minute after 3 and we were told that all flights are booked for today, tomorrow up to the 6th. But so some way, somehow the Lord worked it out, so we got a flight for the 5th, which is before the...
For British citizen Tiggy, there is no direct flight to England, and so she has to go to France in order to go home.
We're going to Panama, from Panama to Paris, Paris to London.
Her voice cracking under the weight of the disaster that she witnessed on her drive into Kingston, she lauded the workers at the resort she was staying for their hospitality.
It's heartbreaking on so many levels. So many different people's lives have been turned upside down. People are torn.
Yeah, me not lie, them video are hard to watch, yo.
For me, the people I interacted with the most, like the hotel staff who hadn't heard back from families, given signals and stuff were down. But their main concern was for the hotel guests. It's just like, thank you, but how are you? How are your families? Is everything okay? And somewhat you could tell that they're just having to compartmentalize and just set aside how they were feeling to just make sure they did a job well done.
For these visitors, however, the service was poor. Their flights were cancelled. Still, they say it won't be their last trip to Jamaica.
I'm actually still grateful that I'm getting to go home, period. You guys they have to live here. So this is not my reality. I get to go home. So even though it's tomorrow, I'm grateful.
Despite the experience, is something you think you'll come back?
I definitely come back to Jamaica. Now, I don't know if I'm going to come during a hurricane season, but yes. But I would say this, we also, before we came, it was a tropical storm.
And it's a big old one, yeah. Like,
why are you gay? Why are you gay? Why are you gay?
Before we actually arrived, when we arrived, then turned to a hurricane.
Yeah, we had no idea.
Are you craving for attention or recognition? Although there is a lot of work on us right now, but we still grateful to be here, because without the airport we don't have any bread nor any salary to get. So we are just happy, and gradually we are here. And tomorrow will be a more viable and more hectic day, but we are giving thanks, and we are here at the Norman Manley International Airport.
Scarlet letter etched on her jacket, Supervisor Melissa tried breaking the ice while calming frantic travelers.
Melissa, I hear them jeering you today. Right now, your name is not the best one in Jamaica, you know?
Not the best one. I tell you, sister, for true them. And it's not done you say it, you know? It's not done here, so when the other co-worker them come, they're going to slaughter.
Sorry.
Jamila Maitland, TVJ News.
And scores of persons were left stranded in Montego Bay, St. James Thursday after they turned up for flights at the Sangster International Airport. Dwayne Anderson has the details.
A battered Sangster International Airport. Its current state similar to almost every other property in St. James. Consequently, it remains closed. But some passengers were fed incorrect information. They turned up at the airport to find barriers and closed signs.
Policeman just say there's water inside and the computers are down and nobody can, the airport is closed. So no idea when we're gonna leave.
So we are here at the Montego Bay Airport, at Sangster International Airport, only to hear that.
This is a common theme with Jamaica. Too much people are spread misinformation and that nonsense based on their feelings. With no facts, no. It's crazy, people in America and people in Jamaica do it. Just give out information like this information is real based on their feelings. It's fucking ridiculous.
That there are no flights going out today, but I mean, we understand. We understand that that's a Category 5, and we are, you know, it's about, you know, it look like there's cross communication or miscommunication.
No, I talked to my boss already, you know, and they understand because they watch the news, you know. I know they might understand, you know. I told him today I should be home today. We have to work tomorrow, but eventually the airport is closed, so there's nothing I can do. And I can't make no phone call. My phone don't work. I have no internet, you know. So I'm trying to sitting right here now.
While at the facility, we observed a small crane truck suggesting work crews were effecting repairs.
Throughout everything, you get stuck and you still have to worry about your job in the midst of being stuck. That's crazy.
All the debris and damage, they are in a fierce race with time to get the airport to an operational level in the next few days. But some of these passengers do not believe things will flow smoothly in the coming days, given how hard it is to access the airport in Montego Bay.
Government didn't do anything to move those trees in the way. We're supposed to have two-way road, everything coming down on one way. It's crazy. I know that the devastation is crazy, terrible, terrible, terrible.
Me hate to say, me did tell you, when they have campaign and sitting in every community night and day, everywhere before election, disaster come through. What happened? What happened when disaster come through? You don't hear nothing from none of them. Government of Jamaica people them a wait. But guess what? Only when they need vote to them.
But
When they need it, if they in a power for rob and thief and scam.
They should have crew on the road, especially to open up the way to the airport.
When contacted, officials at the airport say for now, there will be no commercial flights at the airport. All flights which were scheduled to arrive and depart from the facility have been rerouted to the Norman Manley International Airport in Kingston. But it's evident that the people who turned up were not aware. In addition to the structural issues, the airport is without electricity, while the central AC unit has been damaged. Dwayne Anderson, TVJ News.
And we take another break. We'll have more when we return.
YAAD VIBEZ no take break.
Fallen trees and reconnect cut off communities for days. Amid the heartbreak, a glimmer of hope arrived Thursday afternoon as a United States Disaster Assistance Response Team DART touched down at the Norman Manley International Airport. The U.S. Disaster Assistance Response Team are making their way outside of the aircraft. This is a clear sign of what's to come.
You may have heard over the last few days, President Trump and Secretary Rubio expressed their strong support for Jamaica. As the minister alluded to, this is the first concrete example of that in terms of...
Shout out to my nigga Trump, man. Trump helping the YAAD, man. I want to.
We're sending in not only aid on this plane, but also experts. You'll see 40 or 50 people come off of this plane, including Fairfax
I bet you they won't give Trump no props to this.
County Fire Rescue, search and rescue experts, because we're here to help the people of Jamaica recover from this devastating hurricane. And I hope to be out here all week long greeting other
Brother like Trump, brother.
shipments as they come in.
Within the next few hours, convoys of U.S. and Jamaican personnel will be heading west, where some communities remain marooned. The team will work alongside the Office of Disaster Preparedness and Emergency Management, ODPEM, and the Jamaica Defense Force.
The main focus is relief clearance, which is happening here, logistical operation.
Love this bring on this dog them can sleep for people for rescue them.
Relief distribution.
Shout out to Trump, man.
And damage assessment. Relief distribution is the most critical part of it because we have to get food, water, medicals, and other things to the persons who are out there who are suffering.
The arrival of international assistance marks a critical moment in Jamaica's recovery effort. Transport Minister YAAD VIBEZ says it's the beginning of what's to come.
Tomorrow, I'm expecting 10 of the big helicopters out of the United States that are now staged in Cayman. Those are the hospital helicopters and also the
Shout out to Trump.
big helicopters. So you're talking about, I mean, the days and weeks to come, as hard as it's going to be, with the support of the international community and our diaspora and everybody. We're going to get it done. We're going to get it done.
As the team looks to begin their search and roll out relief into isolated areas, a reminder, even in disaster's wake, help can still find its way through the storm.
We thank the international community for all of their assistance. There are many more to come. And we are, as we said earlier today, the government is doing everything we can to get to the communities that have been marooned and to get food to them and critical supplies to them.
Anthony Lugg, TVJ News.
The government is now considering the erection of field hospitals to support facilities in the western region. Shamela Pullen has our story.
Black River, Savlamar, Cornwall Regional and Noel Holmes hospitals, all damaged by Hurricane Melissa on Tuesday. Health Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton has been visiting the affected areas to assess the destruction. Some patients have had to be airlifted for treatment.
We had to airlift with the help of the JDF and the Honorable Prime Minister's coordination. 3 babies and 2 adults to the University Hospital, which took place yesterday, including 1 doctor who was injured during the storm. You would have seen the reports on Black River and St. Elizabeth generally. It's really bad. So the attempts are now being made to clear the roads from Mandeville to Black River to relocate about 71 patients that we have. The patients are fine, the staff are there, but the hospital is badly damaged, seawall gone. It's in a really bad state.
Cornwall Regional Hospital in St. James, a Taipei health facility, has also suffered significant damage, though the renovation areas were spared. The hospital has lost around 100 bed spaces, displacing many patients.
The A&E roof was lifted, had to be relocated into the diagnostic center next door. Very cramped space, so it's very difficult. But there is generator capacity, so electricity and water, which is good. So they're now trying to restore the A&E, which is the Mount Salem Clinic, expanded to try and get patients back into that larger space. But as of now, they're in the diagnostic center next door, and the space is very limited.
Noel Holmes Hospital and Health Center has also endured extensive damage. Authorities are working with the government and the Jamaica Defense Force to provide support for the affected hospitals.
As I see it now, we're likely to require maybe a field hospital or 2 in a few of the areas, Black River, maybe Noel Holmes, and maybe even Cornwall. I'll see what happens at South. Some coordination is taking place to
What can mean see what happened?
support those efforts.
What do you mean by
also
see
to-
what happened in South? Everywhere should I have something replacement? Not see what happened.
Quickly assess and to bring back the areas that we can bring up quickly so that we can continue to provide emergency and patient care.
Shamela Pullen, TVJ News.
To other news now, veteran broadcaster and cultural icon Barrington Seymour Gordon, better known as Barry G, the Boogeyman, has died. He was one of Jamaica's most beloved radio personalities whose golden voice, unmatched energy and signature style revolutionized afternoon radio during the 1980s and 1990s. Known for his infectious humor, quick wit and deep connection.
Damn, me meet Barry G already, you know? I'm dead.
With the listeners, Barry G dominated the airwaves at JBC, Radio 1, and later RGR 94 FM, earning him the title of the Boogeyman, a name that became synonymous with radio excellence. In 2010, his remarkable contribution to media and entertainment was officially recognized when he was inducted into the Order of Distinction in the rank of Officer OD at a ceremony at King's House. Barry G's passing marks the end of an era for Jamaican broadcasting where his influence spanned decades and generations.
R.I.P. to Barry G, you know. We're there chat on the mic too. There have to be some type of influence, Mutar Baruch and them influential.
It's now time for responses to...
Okay, let's go down and see what else is new. New update with Jamaica Wagwan. Damn, the bodies keep coming, what?
Now, a photographer who witnessed the aftermath of a massive Brazilian police operation in Rio de Janeiro has
I think that Jamaica.
told the media of how residents came back with mutilated bodies of those.
Alright, we'll keep you hurricane for now. That is our next topic in itself. Just watch that. So I guess we'll have to see what the international
Now, a
news is saying.
Clarendon man is dead, leaving his family and friends in shock. The man drowned in the parish on Tuesday.
Oh, we see that. Alright, so we have to go international now. Ugh. Damn, this shit is crazy, man. You're heartbroken for watch some of these videos. Me even lie. We feel the front today.
Shoot me.
Yesterday we forget rescue team. No.
Montego Bay, that's where you are.
What is it?
Catherine Hall.
Catherine Hall, yeah. Catherine and Hall.
Catching how Montego Bay.
Hall, okay. All right. Ready? We are in Catherine Hall in Montego Bay, not too far from the sea, and this entire area was ravaged by Hurricane Melissa. They had flooding and now the residue of mud up and down the streets. And if you look at the aerial video, you see the caked mud and water still residing. The large stadium just outside of this neighborhood is completely inundated with water and mud. And so there's frustrations actually.
But since them places are close to the airport, I bet you them go and clean up faster because of tourism.
On the street, and just gonna kind of get a feel for this. They would like the government to come in here and try to help them with this pickup right now. As you see, we'll have to be quite careful here. What is the situation here right now?
Look here. All the house that is coming from you.
Jared, come here.
Come.
We're gonna walk through into one of these neighborhood streets. Be careful, caked with mud, as you can see as we're walking into it right now. This is how much water was in here?
I think we watched this last night.
No water first.
As you can tell, it's quite unbelievable. And Jared, let's just take a look.
We watched this part last night's stream.
Unbelievable.
My room is the open.
Remarkable. This is just going to take forever to get cleaned. And you need help. You can't do this by yourself. Unbelievable.
I don't.
Let's walk up and down the street, Jared.
I don't my roommate.
Yeah.
I don't open it.
I tell you what, we're going to walk up this street because I want to show the viewers, the rest of it. Okay?
My friend.
Yep.
We need just some compassion. Deal with the victim what happened.
Yes.
It's like we don't pressure nobody, but we just need things to just come together.
I know.
And help one another.
Well, we're going to get this out so people can watch it and aid can hopefully come in. Okay,
man.
So we're just going to show the rest of the street, but I thank you very much.
Okay.
Come on, Jared. Be careful. Jared Maloney, meteorologist and field producer behind the camera right now. As we're just going to be very careful while walking through this. And we might.
Well, country town, mud town, I mean, at least the western part.
As well experience this with the residents here because this is the only way to show the ground truth. We're going to take 1 second. Let me show them the street here real quick. Jared, come with me if you could.
Why do they so aggressive for no reason?
As I literally make my way through this neighborhood, 800 different apartments and homes in here, and up and down you can see power lines that are broken, huge palm trees like up there that have fallen on the buildings, and mud up and down this street. This is going to be an incredibly long recovery. Number one, they need to get power restored. They need food and water and other resources, as you heard so many of them say. For the time being, Robert Ray reporting here in Montego Bay, Fox Weather.
The cones are not working. None of the cones are working.
I know.
Yeah, only when they need it, vote, them work. Alright, Jamaican police officer describe extent of devastation after Melissa. Hopefully talk about the crime. Hope that people are rob and thief.
On Tuesday, Hurricane Melissa joined the ranks of some of the most powerful landfalling hurricanes ever in the Atlantic and the strongest to ever strike Jamaica. And since then, we've been hearing stories of survival as well as resilience on the ground.
Getting a lot of those stories from our very own Fox Weather correspondent, Robert Ray. He is joining us now from Old Harbor, Jamaica this morning. Robert, you've been giving us looks throughout the island, including Montego Bay. Soon we are going to talk to a tourist who's in Montego Bay, but you've been speaking to locals, to Jamaicans who've called this place home, and the sense that we've seen, it's incredible loss.
Indeed, yeah. Good morning to you from Old Harbor, Jamaica. We left Kingston this morning. That's the only place that we could get rest because the power is out in so many places where we were to the northwest yesterday near Montego Bay. But you see the activity here in this town. There is no power and water here. And the reason we're broadcasting live from this situation at this moment is we are trying to make our way to St. Elizabeth, which is to the southwest of where we're at, where the storm essentially came in at 185 mile an hour, Cat 5, a destruction like you can't believe. We hope to get there, and we're reporting in these communities on the way in. And you can see it is bustling here this morning. And we see the video from yesterday, guys, that we captured on a 50-mile swath driving from St. Ann Parish all the way into Montego, and remarkable catastrophic destruction. Sorry, ma'am. And so that is what we're doing. Sorry, ma'am. Catastrophic destruction. Sorry, Ann Parish all the way into Montego, and remarkable catastrophic destruction. Sorry, ma'am. And so that is what we're dealing with, a humanitarian crisis that is unfolding right now, unfortunately, where women, children, infants, men, elderly are all going through scenarios where they have no homes and they are in the heat and they have nowhere to sleep and they need water and they need food. And yet Jamaica has at least 25,000 people in shelters, over 800 shelters open. But the problem is, how do you get to the shelters when you've lost everything?
Yeah, and tree block up all I road them, power line block up all I road them. You ain't gonna reach.
Our towns, or neighborhoods rather, in Montego Bay, like Catherine's Hall, that had inundation during the storm with, we are told, upwards 8 to 12 feet of water, and now caked in mud, and interiors of these homes destroyed with all the furniture blown out, and people needing help, needing assistance, needing all of that to be taken out. Listen to one woman that we came across yesterday, and she was very frantic, and you don't blame her. Listen.
Yeah, we need help. We're tired of this. We're tired of this. Look, man, we also baby them can't beard. No, we can't beard. We cannot style this.
She thought like somebody come put the hurricane in her house. What's the mad man this here?
We need help.
Yeah, people in that weird situation now, your body need help. You want to. The politician, them want to run down, I'm sorry. They're not going to show up as fast as how they didn't show up when they want to vote.
And that is the scenario in so many areas. She is just one of many people, thousands, that are going through that struggle right now. And I'm going to bring in Alawain Wright, who is with the Constable Police here. Alawain, if you could come over to this side, please. Sir, thank you for being with us. And I'm going to step up here. We're on a very busy road right now. There's no power. There is no running water. What are you guys going through, and what do you know as far as trying to get rebounded here and the power on and aid?
All right, so what is happening here now? Persons are going about their business, trying to visit their loved ones. They're trying to purchase some supplies, as in food, batteries, etc. The Jamaica Public Service, they did some work yesterday along West Street, which is one of the areas that were badly affected by Hurricane Melissa. So here now, you know, we are resilient people as Jamaicans.
Indeed.
Yes, so we are putting ourselves together, irrespective of what happened. We are staying strong, and you know, the police is out here. We are here to protect, to serve, and to reassure. So right now, we are doing public order, ensuring that, you know, the vehicles are adhering to the rules of the road, because, you know, persons might be going through some trauma. You know, we are here interacting with the public as well, because, you know, persons are going to such trauma at this moment.
Unbelievable
So
trauma.
we as the police, we have to be out here to encourage the persons, show empathy and sympathize with them.
How is your family doing?
Well, yes, they are okay. You know, we have to give God thanks. They are okay. But you know, you have so many persons right now can't get in contact with their family.
Yeah.
You know, persons, cell towers are down. Persons are not in connection with their loved ones.
Let me ask you this: are you concerned about you know, people in society unraveling as the days go by if services are not brought on, like power, food, electricity? Is that a worry for you as law enforcement?
Yes, you know, I'm very concerned, you know, because the people is our forefront. You know, as Jamaica, in the Jamaica Constabulary Force, we are here to serve the people. So we are very concerned, you know, of the person's mental health.
Oh, yes.
You know, mental health is very important, you know, and also the emotions that they're going through right now.
Not only that, yeah, the emotions, but then you have, you know, sweltering heat.
Yes.
You have no ability to cool off, and if you can't find water or something else to drink, it really begins to wear. And imagine, I mean, for elderly and infants, where,
exactly.
you know?
Yes. So, you know, so persons who are of the disabled community, you know, I must sympathize with them because they cannot mobilize as much, especially those who are not physically able. Yeah. And those who cannot see, you know.
Those are people, Miss Herfa. I hope they have them loved ones near, you know. Damn, cause it's so much people have to bear with, man. It's very sad watching these videos and heartbreaking.
So I sympathize with them, but you know, as Jamaicans, we are going to come together, and we are going to work together when we're going to help. Each and every one will help one. You understand? So.
I like the effort where the community do based on some of these videos. We love that. Seem like people are get together. I hope this can help stop the fucking murder in Jamaica, man, where people can just start live good after they see.
Right now, as I said before, we are resilient people. And, you know, with the melanin in our skin, we are used to the heat.
Yes.
So we will survive.
You will?
Yeah, we will survive.
But your message to the world as far as bringing in aid when they can with these airports, which, by the way, should start later today. I'll explain that in a second, everybody. But Jamaica needs aid. They need help right now, don't they?
Yes, we do. We need all the aid that we can. Anywhere from even Australia, we need aid, we need help. And Minister Vaz has said last night that, you know, it's a possibility that the airport, Kingston, Norman Manley, will be open today.
Indeed.
So we can get aid, and you know, and the ports, we can get aid through the ports, because if this storm did travel through Kingston and St. Andrew, I don't know what would happen, because all the logistics is there.
I will tell you this, we were talking about this on the drive from Kingston in here this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Thank God that Kingston was not hit by wind and the rain that we expected.
Yes.
Because I don't know what would be happening right now if Kingston Airport could not reopen.
Yes.
I mean, it's almost a higher power blessing, right?
Yes, we have to give God thanks. And you know, Jamaica, land we love. You know, eternal Father, bless our land. God bless this land.
Yep.
Because of God's blessing, we are here now. Some lives has lost, but you know, we still have to give thanks. It could be worse. A category 5.
Unprecedented.
You know, yes. The catastrophe.
Unprecedented indeed.
Would be so high. You know, the death toll would be so high if that category 5 hurricane passed through Kingston and St.
And it wouldn't even be so high if people just listen, man. People are going with too much feelings where there's evidence of this thing before what it happened.
Andrew, which you know has most of the population, has most of the population. So, you know, we have to give God thanks. We have to give the higher power thanks.
Indeed. My friend, incredible.
Yes, sir.
We are all trying to help the situation. We're trying to get the visuals out and insight like you out there so that people understand. And God, I thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for talking to me. And I'm just gonna
thank you as well. Thank you as well to bring in Jamaica to the world, to let them know that we are here and we are building back. We are building back, but we need assistance in building back. Because remember, we are all people, you know, and we are connected in every way because we are of, you know, the same nature. We have flesh and blood. So, you know.
What a beautiful message, and you're so right. We are all here as human beings,
yes.
despite where we live, despite socio-economic differences, we are all here together.
Exactly. Irrespective of our status, irrespective of our race and our creed, we are all one. Flesh and blood, all right?
Indeed, my friend.
Yes.
Indeed, we will get through this.
Thank you.
Godspeed to you.
Yeah, thank you.
Godspeed.
Yes.
Thank you for what you're doing.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Guys, I want...
Yeah, respect for that, yeah. Good representation, whoever the police officer, yeah. Well thought out, well executed conversation.
To say one other thing as I leave you here in this incredible situation this morning, and that is the fact that the Montego airport, which is decimated.
Yeah, when he said just Montego, I didn't even put the beep on it.
At least 5 to 7 of the gates are not going to be operable, and commercial flights are going to have problems getting in and out of there in the days and weeks ahead. Having said that, up there in an area that needs desperate help right now, they are working to get at least aid, relief choppers and planes that come in on those runways because they feel like the runways are going to be okay. And that area, hopefully, we'll start to see that soon. But Kingston is trying to reopen here this morning, and we are going to continue our trek and make our way, hopefully, into St. Elizabeth to bring you those images. And it is bustling here this morning, but a reminder, no power, no water, and provisions, food, water, and the rest, really not abundant. Back to you.
Well, wish you safe travels through South Jamaica because that's the coastline that took the landfall. Robert Ray, we appreciate it reporting to us from Old Harbor, Jamaica.
Yeah, respect to everybody who did their part for help, you know. God damn. This shit is crazy, look there. Santa Cruz not good again. These people still laugh and have fun. You want it on camera? Wow. The mountain there, you can see it. Mud dust slide down from the mountain there, bless her. Welcome to YAAD VIBEZ. Big up yourself wherever you're listening from. If you're watching the replay, we're going to try and do this every night where we have a live stream, talk about Jamaican topics in the diaspora. So welcome. Wow, look at that. It's a military vehicle. Are they Holland bamboo this year? Bamboo clot. Shit is like a mud fest. This have to be the Holland bamboo area. Yo, them video hard to watch, yo. Well, the road them done up. Some of Jamaican road them so bad. You don't even know if they road they bad from the beginning, alright. The hurricane water wash it away. Thank you, Fox Weather, for them footage, yo. I would have never have thought. Okay, this seems to be like a drone footage. People with concrete decking that look like them was the smartest. Man, this is crazy. Yo. Crazy scene. Every tree flattened down everywhere. What a devastation. Wow. This will take months to years what are repairing. This shit is hard to watch. Rooftop gone. Crazy work. Let's see what else we can find, yo. What is that be? It's like some AI bullshit. Let's see what else we can find. Yo, if you have a heavy heart for watch this shit, man.
Welcome back to America's Weather. Rim and then going all pressure, but also, Bob, when it just imagery and all that, he said the computers were thinking maybe as high as 215 that were sustained winds, which to me is amazing. And you know, Michael, who took the brunt of all that was Jamaica. It slowed it down very little before moving towards Cuba. But in Mandeville, Jamaica, that is where we find Robert Ray. He's been doing a heck of a job trying to circumnavigate all the way around the island itself. It's very hard to do. The pictures he's been sending back have just been, frankly, they've been heartbreaking. Robert, I'm glad to talk to you right now. I'm glad
Let me just say, take your word out of my mouth. Pause.
What's going on right now down there?
Yeah, Bob, I can make out a little bit of what you're saying because of how loud it is here right now as we are making our way from Kingston this morning where we overnighted. We spent all of the day yesterday up in the northwest quadrant near Montego Bay, but we made our way across the mountains, down the mountains, are headed to St. Elizabeth where the biggest impacts of the Category 5 storm happened. And you could see right here the amount of traffic and machinery moving rocks down this hill as we report. All of these rocks came down the hills with the rushing water just 2 days ago, and they're trying to clean up to clear all the roads. There is aid that is trying to get in to many different communities by the government of Jamaica. It is a very fluid situation, and yet there is problems exist all over the southwest part of the island and to the northwest. And we'll get to those on the other side of this story, Bob, as we take a look right now. As yesterday in a neighborhood, Catherine Hall neighborhood in Montego Bay, that received reports anywhere between 8 to 12 feet of rushing water into a neighborhood of well over 800 homes. Have a watch. We are in Catherine Hall in Montego Bay, not too far from the sea, and this entire area was ravaged by Hurricane Melissa. They had flooding and now the residue of mud up and down the streets. And if you look at the aerial video, you see the caked mud and water still residing. The large stadium just outside of this neighborhood is completely inundated with water and mud. And so there's frustrations actually on the street. And I'm just going to kind of get a feel for this. They would like the government to come in here and try to help them with this pickup right now. As you see, we'll have to be quite careful here.
Okay, I think we just watch that. Alright, let's go see what we can find.
Jamaica, the Bahamas, Cuba, and Haiti reeling and rebuilding after Melissa's torrential flooding and powerful winds.
And Liam Motorhone picks up our team coverage right now. And Liam.
Officials just of her will take months, if not years, to recover. And neighborhoods underwater. Across Jamaica, homes destroyed and neighborhoods underwater. Infrastructure left failing after Hurricane Melissa slammed into the country as a powerful Category 5 storm. People in Black River standing in line for hours, waiting on fuel and supplies. One of the areas in Jamaica's southwest hardest hit by Melissa.
The entire infrastructure and everything needed for the convenience of modern living
is destroyed.
Caravans of vehicles seen as first responders and others trying to make their way through the aftermath. Officials saying it could take days or weeks to determine the full toll of Melissa.
The supermarkets, the bakery, everything has been washed away.
The Bahamas, Cuba, Dominican Republic, and Haiti also impacted by torrential flooding rain and powerful winds. Across the Caribbean, at least 30 people have died as rescue and recovery missions are underway. Video from Santiago de Cuba shows people walking among power poles, leaning dangerously on lines. Jamaican emergency crews are also rushing to restore power and begin the cleanup.
The situation here is devastating. We need all the help that we can. And conditions are going to deteriorate as the day progresses.
Every broken home brings with it a broken heart.
I try to be strong with them, but deep inside I'm crying.
Pamela Foster fought tears as she stood in what was once her home. The roof, windows, and doors all ripped away, swept to sea.
We will survive. We will survive. We will survive.
And the storm, with all that destruction, also damaged schools, hospitals, houses of worship, and historical sites, many of which that could be rebuilt, but truly can't be replaced. Calvin.
We'll take some time. Thanks a lot there, Leanne. Now to...
Man. See what else we have up on the dock. Look over Jamaica. Wow. Everybody roof gone.
It was worse. It was worse than anything I ever went through in Florida. 170 some miles an hour. It's bad.
Every bit of that.
Every bit of it. Every bit of it.
Wow. Crazy work. The Carolina up as far as the eyes can see.
Take your time. Take your time.
Got it. I'm like every scene somebody always a cuss and argue at Jamaica. Dream end. We're done in a Santa Cruz. Not cool, man.
Storm season isn't over, and there's never been a better time to get serious about backup power. Jackery has two powerful options, the HP 3000 and the...
Man. This shit is too much to watch, yo. Say the last video me I watch. That's so crazy.
Country that's been...
Alright, this is as much as me can take from this right now, so respect again for all who tune in. Welcome to YAAD Vibes. We're building the people's channel. YAAD is supporting YAAD. I'm out. Peace.